Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy, and in today's video, I will be doing a day in the life. I'm going to be canning up some beans for some meals in the jar, and I'm going to be doing laundry. I have to stop at the Dollar Tree, and I am making up one freezer meal that I didn't have a chance to make up, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So these navy beans were actually started the process 2 days ago. So what you have to do is with the apple cider vinegar, that helps with digestive, your body being able to digest the beans as far as gastrointestinal. So I am soaking these overnight. It wasn't last night, it was the night before. Then I had canned them yesterday, and then I was able to get them all cleaned up, get the pressure canner cleaned up, and then get my kidney beans soaking last night so that then today I could can them. I hope that makes sense to you, but this is, I put it all together as one canning session just because it didn't make sense to break it up into two. I will have in the description box below a more detailed canning video of beans, and also in my playlist you can find the Presto electric pressure canner video that I had done not long ago to reference to see how that is, how to use that. All right, so here we're just going to finish up getting the beans all cleaned up and getting them into the canner, and then you're going to see that it goes by, then I end up washing them and all that. And like I had mentioned, it was done a few days ahead of time. So I hope you enjoy. So I have this cooked up meat. It has onions and green pepper in it. I'm going to be making just goulash. Now I'm not going to follow a recipe because I have some things that I need to use up, and I'm going to use them up. I have some extra green pepper in here. I'm just going to throw that in here with it. That wasn't much at all. I have a little bit of some cheese and cheese chunks. I'm going to throw that in here as well. I have some pizza sauce. I have some spaghetti sauce that I didn't use. And I like to put stewed tomatoes instead of regular tomatoes, but at our Walmart, they don't have them diced down small. So I have to actually cut them down small. And I just use the kitchen shears for that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, the noodles are done. I ran them under cold water. So I'm gonna get them in here. I undercooked them because they're gonna cook in the oven as well. So I always tend to undercook them unless I'm making extra noodles for like a salad for myself for work. So we'll get this mixed in. I used up noodles that I had open in my cupboard. I think that looks good. I found another, who leaves that much in there, right? Who does? Does anyone else out there have family members that do that? So here's some of those cheese scraps from when I grated my cheese. Trying to find the bigger chunks so I can just break them up. And then sad little amount, that's gonna go in there. I kind of rag for myself, so I'm just gonna mix this cheese in here with it. I've got this sprayed. So we'll see what I can get in here, and if I have extra, then I'll get a smaller baking dish for the rest of it. I'm right-handed, so it's really hard for me to do this and try to show you at the same time. So see what I can get in here. The smaller one will be enough for 2 people and then possibly a lunch. So the rest of this I'm going to just get into the bigger one, because this one will feed the 3 of us for sure, with leftovers for lunches or leftovers for supper. All right, let me get this area cleaned up. I'm going to get some cheese on it and I'll finish it up. So I'm going to put a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar on it. I have my parchment paper down to size. I've got them sprayed because when you use a tomato product and you use cheese, you want to put a layer in between the foil. That's just a good practice to do. I've read and seen that foil possibly leaches. You don't want aluminum in your food, especially if you use a lower quality foil. I think the heavy duty stuff is not as bad. And then those special foils that they come out with, I don't usually buy them. They're okay. But I have 2 more meals here for the future. I had that hamburger in my refrigerator, and then we got so busy that I had to put it back in the freezer, which is something you should not do. I do not advise it because you're just lowering the quality of your meat. But I had to do it because we got so busy I couldn't do this. So then I took it out when I knew I'd have time. Today I do. And now I'm getting them made. So I have 2 more freezer meals to help me out, get me through spring so that I can focus on the garden, get some spring cleaning done, and we have some spring activities for the grandkids as well. So I'm just gonna wrap these up like I normally do. I'm gonna put the parchment paper on them, put some foil on them. I'm gonna wrap them 3 times in saran wrap. And I know it seems like a waste, but it just helps with freezer burn. And then I'm gonna label them and put them in the freezer. So I'm off to the Dollar Tree. Now, I wasn't gonna go to the Dollar Tree today, and then I heard rumor that Dollar Tree is planning on raising their prices to $1.50. So now Dollar Tree was $1. Then after the COVID situation, they went to $1.25, and now there's rumor that they're going to go to $1.50. I'm going to believe this rumor. Usually I don't. So I'm just going to start stocking up on things that I know that are cheaper there than they are at my local Walmart, and just have a very minimal stash of it before I end up having to pay a little bit more for the items that I want. So I'm going to head out to the Dollar Tree, and I'll bring you back and show you what I've got after I get done. So what I got at the Dollar Tree, they didn't have what I wanted. Go figure. I think everybody is hearing the rumor, so some of the stuff's really getting picked through. I usually get my coffee filters there because they are cheaper than Walmart, and they were completely out. I was going to get quite a few of those. So I just bought a couple of the whole milk. These do have dates on them, so you do have to be careful, stocking a lot up on them. So I bought a couple of the whole milk, pantry stable milk, and their Hunt's garlic and herb, all their Hunt's spaghetti sauce is a lot cheaper than the Walmart. It's $1.25, of course, at Dollar Tree. At Walmart, I believe it's $1.34 or $1.36. So I got 4 of them because that's all they had left on the shelf. They had traditional, but I like the garlic and herb. So I will be going back and getting some more of those. You have to be careful getting seasoning if you don't use it a lot. I was completely out of Italian seasoning, so I got 1 of those. And ground pepper, we don't use it a lot. If I make stocks and things like that, I use peppercorns. They had this was new. These shower vapor tabs, and we have been sick. I don't use them, but my husband likes to use them. So we're going to try these out. And if they're good, hopefully there's still some left and I can get quite a few of those. Because these are really expensive at Walmart. I've got some of these strainers. We use the smaller one in our upstairs tub. We don't have a plug thing in there. And I use these larger ones like for canning and that. I have quite a few of them. I usually just donate these to the thrift store. I'm not in any need of them. And I like using the small little travel size bar soaps. That's my canner beeping. Let me come back to you. I am canning the kidney beans. So that finally finished in the canner. Anyway, I like to use bar soap for my face, and I like the travel size. I know it's probably not good for your skin and all that. I do try to get the sensitive. They did have it, so I purchased a couple bars of those. My main concern is stocking up on things that I know we go through quite a bit. I mean, yes, I wash my face every day, but the bar soaps tend to last a little bit longer. So the Hunt spaghetti sauce, I'll be getting more of that. Definitely be purchasing coffee filters once I see them back on the shelf. And I do like to get the Kleenex there, the larger rectangle box. So I'll be purchasing some of those. I can get the larger packs at Walmart, but it just is, I don't know. I don't mind the ones at the Dollar Tree. But if the prices go up to $1.50, then I'm going to have to do some more research. So that total for all of this right here, it came to $16.71 after tax. So that's my tiny little stock up haul from the Dollar Tree. I was going to get more, but I guess some is better than none. I took the Dollar Tree milk that I had purchased downstairs. This one, the expiration date isn't until August, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to make some chocolate pudding for a little sweet treat for lunches. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I did shake the milk up before I actually opened it, and it just, all right. Well, that wasn't too much, so I don't have to refill it. That's why I always keep a wet rag here with me. So now let's try this again. All right, I'll get it into the containers. Well, this is going to wrap this video up. I've got the white beans canned. This has been a two-day process. I did these yesterday, and then I canned the kidney beans today. So I'll deal with the rest of that tomorrow. I'm going to insert in the description box below how you can access the home canning guide. I got my laundry done. I ran to the Dollar Tree, and I got a freezer meal done that I was not able to get done before. So my advice to you, don't do that. Don't thaw out meat, then refreeze it, then thaw it out again, then refreeze it. That's just, don't get into that habit. I did it because we had some things that came up and I just couldn't make it. So to salvage the meat, I refroze it again. But it's done and over with, and I turned it into goulash, so there's not going to be any quality issues because the tomato sauce and that's going to take over the flavor. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I want you folks to make it a really great day.